Hello and welcome back to Football Manager 2018 with Blackburn Rovers. We are on the 6th of November now in the 2029-2030 season. Currently sat second place, just 3 points behind league leaders Chelsea, who are currently managed by Gary Monk for some reason. Since the last episode, we've played just the 2 games in the league, and first up was a 2-1 victory against Manchester City at their stadium, which I assume, it is still the City of Manchester Stadium, thanks to an Andrea Damianov goal after 10 minutes. Then Fidel Nunes manages to put the ball into his own net. I'm not quite sure who got the assist for that, because I don't think it really claims it, but someone had a shot, and it came off Nunes and went straight in. João Felix pulled one back soon after, but they didn't actually manage to do anything, even though they were the much better side. We managed to pick up 3 valuable points here. And next up was a 2-2 draw against Liverpool at home at Ewood Park. Alex Iwobi opened the scoring after just 2 minutes to put Liverpool 1-0 ahead. Dennis Montoya then scored after 16 minutes to make it 1 apiece. Just before half-time, Pierre Lugic, scores a goal for Liverpool, making it 2-1 going into the half-time break. Into the second half, and not a lot of action really took place until the 85th minute when Pasquale Solé managed to score a goal, giving us an equaliser. Branko Markovic then got booked right at the end of the game. A point against Liverpool. We were the better side. We should have probably won it. But unfortunately, Alex Iwobi, for some reason, was amazing in this game. And that does mean that the league table looks like this. Obviously, as I mentioned a second ago, Chelsea, top of the table. We are 3 points behind them. Everyone has played 10 games. We are 3 points clear of not being in the European spots, I guess is the best way of putting it. Palace, for some reason, Palace are clinging on. I don't really know where they came from. They've just suddenly turned up, caught up with everyone, and they're sticking with us. Newcastle and Southampton not too far behind as well. West Brom up there in 6th place. Strangely, considering we are however many years, 13 years, something like that in the future. Manchester United down in 7th, Liverpool in 9th, Tottenham in 10th, Manchester City in 13th, Arsenal in 16th. Some of the big clubs, I think they're just not performing this season, but they are way, way off the pace. But that's enough about the league. It's back in the Champions League time against Inter Milan once again. Obviously, we played them in the last match and the last episode, and we did beat them. Can we do the same thing again? If we beat them, we will guarantee qualification into the first knockout rounds. We might not be first, we might be second. Don't know yet. That won't be decided until we probably play Barcelona. But Inter Milan, we need to beat them, get 3 points, and then we don't really care about the rest of the group stages. At this point, the starting lineup kind of picks itself. Juan Pablo Velez in goal, Stevkovic, Gomez Rigo and Uru Callo, although they're the wrong way round. It should be that way round. There you go. That's how the back three should be. Bassoni is going to be playing with a face mask because he's broken his jaw, I think, or cheek or something like that. Branko Markovic is going to be the right back. Montoya and Jensen in the middle. Fenton just behind the 2 strikers of Gustavo Ortuzzo and Pasquale Solé. Now that Inter Milan are playing at home, they are playing a much, much more attacking formation. They're playing a 4-2-4, I guess. They've also got former Blackburn Rovers legend, although he's not considered a legend, he is to me, Xavier Boulistix in the centre of their back 4 as well. I have done the same thing that I did last time we played Inter Milan, and my subs bench doesn't really have many defensive options. I can't see it being a problem, to be honest. 4 minutes in, and we have our first highlight of the game. Checker Lamb with the ball on the left-hand side. No one in front of him, but he's going to take on his man. Targa controls. Forward to Sylvie. Sylvie into the penalty area. Gomez Rigo plays it back to Velez, the keeper. Forward, but only Fornari can get the ball. Terraria in the middle for Inter Milan. Intercepted by Gomez Rigo. Ortuzzo now gets the ball. Running out with a bit of purpose. Boulistix with a great tackle. Romagana. Fornari even. Santos gets tackled as well. Montoya now with the ball forward. Solé's got 2 options in front. Fenton is one. The young Englishman into the area, into the back of the net. It is 1-0 against Inter Milan, and we could be guaranteeing ourselves the first knockout rounds of the Champions League. 20 minutes in, and Inter don't have the ball. That's a dangerous pass back from Jensen. It's cleared. It's going to come straight back towards us. So Chukalum tried to cross in, doesn't manage to do it. The left back has just whipped in across, but Velez gets the ball. So the highlight surely is going to be starting from our goalkeeper. Velez rolls it out to Stevkovic. Urukalo forward to Jensen. Jensen to Montoya. Montoya through ball. Boulistix cuts it out. Bullysticks and Montoya, I think we signed them about the same time, so I'm imagining they're like really good friends. They're probably not, they probably hate each other. Urukalo wins the header, but doesn't manage to find a Blackburn player. Sylvie runs forward, gets tackled by Gomez Rigo. Montoya now with the ball. Sole, there's a goal at the end of this. Almost certain of it. Fenton running through, finds Ortuzzo. Ortuzzo into the area, and Gustavo Ortuzzo has made it 2-0. I told you there was a goal at the end of it. Fenton with the little through ball. Ortuzzo finding the back of the net. He doesn't do it often. In the Champions League he seems to, but in the Premier League he's struggling a little bit. Bassoni with a throw finds Montoya. 25 minutes on the clock. Ortuzzo, the goal scorer, controls it but gets tackled. But is he going to get the ball back? No, he's not. Jensen forward to Montoya. Montoya to Fenton in the area. And the keeper runs out to collect the ball. Fenton, I think, probably would have been offside. The keeper's kick upfield is going to come back towards him by the looks of it. Although there's a little bit of head tennis going on. Sole now with the ball. Montoya. Ortuzzo through to Fenton. Fenton takes it out wide. He's got 3-4 in the box if he can find one of them. Sole's one. Basuni's another. He's crossed it back in. Markovic Sole on the volleys. Sole hits it wide. That was a bit of a strange bit of play there. Highlight instantly after that as well. Stevkovic with the ball. Urukalo to Jensen. Montoya in the middle. Forward, Ortuzzo runs towards the left-hand side, plays it back to Basuni, wearing a mask that we can't quite see. I'm hoping it's like a mask of Zorro. Montoya crosses in, Fenton's there, controls it. I don't think he controlled it. He did a little flicked header down. Pasquale Sole then finishes the job. We're 26 minutes in. We are 3-0 up against Inter Milan away from home. We are probably the best football team in the world at the moment. That was a little bit arrogant. And probably wrong. Half an hour played and another highlight, and Lyon are beating Barcelona. Montoya runs onto Basuni's ball on the left-hand side. Is he going to cross it in? There's 4 in the box. Ortuzzo's one, controls it, tries to find someone. Fenton's there. It's 4-0 after half an hour, and we are demolishing Inter Milan. Absolutely demolishing them. If it stays this way, I believe we will win the group, because Lyon are winning. We have got a much, much better goal difference than Barcelona. So even if we lose to Barcelona and lose to Lyon, I think we'll be fine. Half-time then, 4-0 to the good. Their goalkeeper, Mirko Poljak, is on a 5.8. Is he any good? Is he like a third-choice keeper? He's not awful. He's not great, but he's not awful. No changes at half-time for us, although Felipe Eli has come on for Inter Milan. Maybe to try and inject some attacking ability down the Inter right-hand side to possibly try and take advantage of the injured Basuni. Velez with the goal kick just before the hour mark. It's not a goal kick, it was a free kick. Stevkovic tries to find Markovic but doesn't manage to do it. Targa forward to Sylvie. Sylvie's going to get there. No, he's not. Velez claims the ball. They've changed their formation. They've gone back to the 4-1-4-1. Because it clearly worked the last time they played us. Basuni forward. Montoya chests it down, controls it on the halfway line. Back to Jensen, to Fenton. Fenton, where are you going to go? Finds Branko Markovic. Ball forward, can't get past Bulastic, but it's come back anyway. Ortuzzo across, Pasquale Sole, it's 5-0. We are 5-0 up against Inter Milan on the hour mark. I don't want to slow this down. I want to keep going, and I want to just take Inter Milan apart. This is the ideal match to bring on a certain youngster. Lyon are winning 2-0 now against Barcelona. A certain youngster... I don't really know who to bring off. Who scored the goals? Ortuzzo's only scored 1 goal, so he is going to be the one coming off. And we are going to be bringing on Lee Butler to play once again in the Champions League. I think that's all I want to do at the moment, or do I do that? I mean, Basuni's he's done his job. He's got a hurt face. Let's bring Capone on as well. Also, Lyon are winning 3-0 against Barcelona now. I don't know what Barcelona have done, but something's gone massively, massively wrong. We've given away a penalty. See, I'm not really fussed. I'm annoyed we're not going to keep a clean sheet unless Velez can manage to save it. Fornari with a goal. Oh, he has saved it. I'll say with a goal. It wasn't a goal, it was a save. Velez saves the penalty. We're still 5-0 up. We are winning this group. Barcelona losing 3-0, potentially. I think it's 3-0 to Lyon. There's a 12-goal difference now. They're not going to swing that. We've done something special. 6 minutes of normal time to play. Montoya's ball forward to Lee Butler. Sole on the left-hand side. Got 3 inside. If he wants to find any of them, can't. So it's all the way back to the goalkeeper. Kicks it upfield. Headed forward by Bulastic, who seems to have reverted to being a striker at the moment. That was very strange. Sylvie managed to hit the ball wide from his effort. Bulistix is actually playing as a striker. He is not a striker. He is 100% a centre-back. He is up front at the moment. Jensen has a go from outside the area. That is going to be the end of it. It is 5-0 against Inter Milan. And what a performance. What a day. They were actually, on paper, had much more chances than us, our team, Blackburn. Much better percentage of possession as well. Somehow we've managed to come out on top spectacularly. There you have it then. Blackburn have qualified from Group D in the Champions League, so we are through to the first knockout round. And if you take a look at the group, like I said earlier, it is now going to be very, very difficult for Barcelona to catch us. So we can basically play without fear in the final 2 games against Barcelona and Lyon. We just need to pick up a point, 1 point against either of those 2 sides, and we have won the group, which contains Barcelona, Inter Milan and Lyon. That is absolutely ridiculous. Blackburn have received a takeover approach. League runners-up Blackburn Rovers could soon be the subject of a takeover bid amid rumours that the current chairman Lindsay Talbot is looking to move on. Eurosport is reporting that an unnamed investor is looking to buy a controlling stake in the club, possibly with a view of floating the club on the stock market. Right, so we're not going to be getting a billionaire by us. We are going to be turning into a PLC. I don't know whether that's a good thing or a bad thing. In the midst of all the club takeover news, we've done a transfer. And here is Bakary Sagna, who is a head of youth development, who was our head of youth development for 2 years. I don't know when he got appointed, because I sure as hell did not do it. He's gone. He is out of the door. He's not very good. His working with youngsters is 2. How can you be a head of youth development if you can't work with youngsters? I don't understand. So he's out the door. And he's been replaced with Gianluca Grava, who was at Fiorentina when I stole him. He starts the game off at Napoli. He's got 17 working with youngsters. Judging player ability and potential 16 and 17 as well. I think he is going to be a very, very useful player. Head of youth development. He's going to bring me in some decent players. Annoyingly, quite a lot of them will probably be Italian. Personality of spirited. I think that's a good personality to have. I'm not quite sure. We'll see. I don't know whether I brought him in too late for him to actually affect this year's youth intake. We'll find out in about March. Welcome back. It's time for another Premier League game, this time up against Mauricio Pochettino's Leicester City side, who are also a fellow Champions League team. I think they drew 2-2 in their last match against, I want to say, Monaco. And they played on the Wednesday, we played on the Tuesday, so they've had a bit less rest than us. So hopefully we can pick up a victory here. They are down in 13th place. A win here will probably put us top of the table once again on goal difference, although Chelsea will be playing probably on the Sunday. The starting lineup then for the Leicester game. Juan Pablo Velez in goal, Stevkovic, Urukalo and Gomez Rigo are obviously going to be the back 3. Branko Markovic as the right back. Slavko Anacic comes in for Amid Basuni, who is not playing in any league games until his face gets fixed. Klaus Jensen and Dennis Montoya are the 2 central midfielders. Adam Fenton, Gustavo Ortuzo and Pascual Sole are the front 3, who are hopefully going to score some goals. Ortuzo really does need to start scoring goals because I want to start playing Thomas Valenta. And soon, if Ortuzo doesn't do it in the league, that will start to happen. I think it is safe to say that Leicester are underperforming at the moment. They are currently down 13th place, but they did qualify for the Champions League last season. So I don't know what's going on. Maybe they're just a bit distracted. I'm not quite sure. Hopefully we can take them down, get 3 more points in the bag, move us to the top of the table once again. Just over a minute on the clock and we've got a highlight and it's going Leicester's way. No, it is not. Jensen intercepts the ball. Ortuzo picks it up on the halfway line. Ball in the middle to Fenton. Little touch forward to Pascual Sole. Sole's in the area, hits it just wide of the post. Could have been 1-0 up early on. Jensen with a free kick. It's gone to no one. None of our players at the very least. And the counter-attack for Leicester is on. Martin Odegaard on the right-hand side. Dinsifwa in the middle runs towards the goal. Velez makes a save. It's going to be a corner. Corner to come in by Batista. Where is it going to go? We're going to clear it straight away. It's not quite sure where it's gone. Ortuzo's cleared it. Ortuzo finds Sole. Are we countering? Sole to Fenton. Fenton really needs some support. Plenty of players to his left-hand side, but no one to his right, and he gets tackled. Another corner for Leicester. Batista once again takes it, and it is over the bar by the Leicester centre-back? Left-back? Midfielder? Don't know. Central midfielder. Batista once again with a set piece. It's come to Lucas, who's got an injury, who is one of their centre-backs. Batista, edge of the area, bit of space. Gets tackled by Stevkovic, who's got a lovely bandage round his head. Finds Ortuzzo. On the left-hand side, finds Fenton in the middle. Fenton running towards the keeper. Doesn't really think twice about it, and that is a great finish by the Englishman. 1-0, 25 minutes on the clock. We move to the top of the table. Against the run of play, I'd say, but I'm not too fussed if that's the case. 5 minutes left of the first half, and we are not doing too well, but we do have the lead. I don't know, Branko Markovic has now got an injury, Stevkovic has got an injury. What is going on? It is half time, and I don't know whether I should really do any subs. I mean, Stevkovic is injured, but he'll be fine. Markovic is injured, but you know what? Markovic, you're going to come off. Well, he's not injured, he's just knackered. He's on 65 when everyone else is in the 80s. So we'll bring him off at half-time. On comes Amari Valentin. Hopefully, maybe that might give us a little bit more of an attacking option as well. I'm not sure how a defensive fullback can give us an attacking option on the right-hand side, but I'm going for it. Batista with a corner. Towards the front post, Urukalo heads it clear, only as far as Martin Odegaard. 2 players closing him down. Batista gets it back. Finds Nedelcu. Edge of the area. Odegaard once again. Nedelcu. What's he going to do? Gets tackled by Dennis Montoya. Ball forward. Sole wins the header. No, he doesn't actually. Ortuzzo does get the ball though. Sole controls. Lovely control. One-on-one with the keeper. Hits it wide. It is not going to be Sole's day, I think. Anacic with the throw. Fenton. Montoya forward. Sole. Ball in towards Ortuzzo. Runs it round his man. Lovely, cool, calm, collected finish by Gustavo Ortuzzo. It's 2-0. 52 minutes on the clock. Once again, I think a goal against the run of play, but it's a goal for us nonetheless, and I don't care. Batista with a free kick for Leicester, edge of the area. It's taken about 15 deflections, and Omar Sano, not quite sure, has managed to make it 2-1. We need to be cautious here. By cautious, I mean let's take off Sole, who's not having a particularly great game. Let's bring on Thomas Valenta. I've got one more sub. Montoya's not having a good game either. Defensively, we're doing all right. Right, let's bring off Montoya. Let's bring on nobody of use. Okay, right. Fenton drop back. Montoya's still going to come off. We're going to bring on Andy Damyanov. I think that's all of our subs, all of our dice rolled, all of our cards shown. We've got 20 minutes to play. Rossi with a goal kick for Leicester. There's 12 minutes on the clock of normal time. Damyanov's going to get the ball from Gomez Rigo's head. Ortuzzo forward to Fenton. Fenton to Damyanov. Hits his heel but does get the ball back anyway. Taking it out wide on the right-hand side. Tries to play it forward to Valentin, but can't manage to do it. Alvaro clears upfield to the Leicester goalscorer. Batista now. Lumps it forward, tries to find Odegaard, but Gomez Rigo heads it forward. Ortuzzo runs into the area, plays into Valenta. Oh, and Coadio has made a huge mistake. He stopped Valenta from having an effort, but set up Ortuzzo beautifully. It is now 3-1 to Blackburn. Let's not concede another one, okay? We've got a 2-goal buffer. Coadio with the throw. Jensen intercepts the throw forward. Valenta, only real player up there. What was that? He was way, way offside. Why did you even consider doing that? Ball's now with Damyanov in the centre circle. Ortuzzo across, tries to find Valenta, but it wasn't a very good pass, and Coadio gets the ball. Leicester passing it around, intercepted by Anacic. Fenton forward. Damyanov's going to run on, but he's not going to get there. Lopez Bruno back to the keeper. Rossi now. Lumps it upfield to try and find the left winger Ribeiro. Does find him, Dinsifwa. Dinsifwa runs with purpose at the defence, has a go from outside the area. Hits it wide, good. That's the whole highlight, hopefully. Oh, there's another one straight after with the goal kick. Velez upfield towards Ortuzzo, doesn't win the header. And Valentin heads it down, but gets tackled straight away. Urukalo back to our keeper, Velez. Upfield once again. Ortuzzo's not even going to go for it this time. Valentin with a header. Damyanov forward. Valenta runs into the area. Is it going to be 4? It's a good save by Rossi, although I don't know how much of it he knew. Damyanov's corner comes in. Gomez Rigo is there. And Gomez Rigo, in off the bar, has made it 4-1. That was a little bit lucky, but Gomez Rigo, I think that's his first ever goal for the club as well. Hopefully we'll put the result beyond any doubt and keep us top of the league until at least Chelsea play probably on Sunday. Another corner, Fenton to take this one. Gomez Rigo's there again. Stevkovic is there. It is 5-1. We have scored 10 goals in the last 2 games, conceded just 1. We've saved a penalty as well. I feel like this is very unfair. Very unfair on Leicester. They've been a much better side than the scoreline shows. They've had 26 shots, 27 shots. Our keeper, probably should get man of the match, it's going to go in. It's not going to count. Okay, Valenta was offside. 15 seconds of injury time to play. We're not going to see anything more than Rossi's kick upfield. And there it is, a 5-1 victory. Somehow, we survived that. We weren't that great. I mean, we were good. We were very good, actually. But I think Velez, on a 7.5, and our defender, they had 27 shots. They scored 1 from 27 shots. Now, that is some good reading. We're going to go forward, and hopefully it will stay that way. Going to go forward a couple of days. So it's only Chelsea, really, isn't it? It's only Chelsea that we care about, and they've got Manchester City. Come on, Man City, do us a favour. Do us a huge favour. Unfortunately, Manchester City could not do us a favour, so Chelsea once again go back top of the table by 3 points. Goal difference still massively in our favour. I say massively, it's 4. It's in our favour by 4 goals. We are not too far off the pace. And by not too far, I mean, we just need Chelsea to slip up at the moment. We're on a decent bit of form, winning a lot of games. We do have an international break up next, and then obviously Watford is going to be a fairly, I say, simple game. It's not going to be one of the harder games of the season. Champions League stuff, it's irrelevant now, we don't care. Arsenal, mid-table Arsenal, not quite sure how they're that low down. So we've got a reasonable run of fixtures up until maybe the Palace game, I think. And with that in mind, next episode will probably be the Crystal Palace and the Stoke games. It might be the Leeds Crystal Palace game, I'm not quite sure yet. So, thank you very much for watching this episode of Football Manager 2018 with Blackburn Rovers. We are currently sat second place in the Premier League. We are sat top of Group D in the Champions League through to the first knockout round. We scored 10 goals this episode, all of them away from home as well. Didn't even realise that. Only conceded 1. Fenton gets 3 of them. Ortuzzo gets 3 of them as well. Sole gets 2. Gomez Rigo gets 1. Boban Stevkovic also gets a goal as well. So plenty of goals all around there. Next episode, as I said, will be Crystal Palace, and it will probably be the Stoke game. So, thank you very much for watching this episode. If you did enjoy, if you wouldn't mind leaving a like, if you want to see more, hit the subscribe button, and I will see you next time.